This is what it's like to stay at the Fairmont Chateau Lake Louise, one of Canada's most luxurious hotels and one of my new favorites. In this video, I'm going to show you around the property, show you around an amazing room. Do you see right there on the top, the 8th floor? We've got the 2-bedroom lake view suite. I'm going to share with you the pros and cons, let you know whether you should consider staying here or not. But the first thing you should know is about where this hotel is located. It is located in Banff National Park, directly across from Lake Louise. This lake right here is one of the most amazing lakes in the world. Frankly, it's frozen over right now, but when it's not, it's this amazing turquoise, blue, green, and even when it is frozen, there's amazing hikes and just things to do around here. And so this is truly a fantastic hotel in the middle of nature, which makes it so much better that this hotel is so amazing. Before I show you around the hotel, I want to tell you a little bit about its history. This hotel was founded by the Canadian Pacific Railway, originally called the Chateau Lake Louise in 1890. And when it was built here in its first incarnation, it was a small log cabin with just 2 bedrooms. But today it has over 500 guest rooms and has hosted royalty from the likes of King Edward VIII to Queen Elizabeth II to Theodore Roosevelt, the President of the USA. This area has also been known a little bit as the Hollywood of the North, and it's hosted famous Hollywood stars like Marilyn Monroe, Alfred Hitchcock, and Henry Ford. As you enter in from the main entrance into the lobby, it is a grand 2-story lobby reminiscent of a mountain lodge. Lots of wood, grand staircase over on the right, and further on the right, a little kids check-in that we'll talk about in just a little bit. And boy, even the chandeliers are really quite interesting. I've never seen a chandelier that has people holding up the lights. Now, just on the back side of the lobby, by the front doors, is the dining reservations office, where you can make reservations for any of the restaurants on property. There's a number of them that we're going to look at, and many of them do require reservations. Now, if you head to the left of the lobby, this opens up into the view of Lake Louise. There's a couple of restaurants over here that look out on the lake. The Fairview Bar and Grill is the afternoon tea restaurant, which we'll see more of when we talk about afternoon tea. Now, to the right of those 2 restaurants in the lobby, there are a number of different shops. There's a jewelry shop, there's a Fairmont store, there's a root store if you didn't dress warm enough. Now, going back right next to the dining reservations office, there's a little brightly lit hallway where you'll find a coffee shop. They also have grab-and-go sandwiches and things like that if you're doing a picnic on a hike. And just beyond that, you will find the hotel's restaurant that specializes in fondue. Walliser Stube Chateau Experience, $115 per person. Minimum 2. Now, on the right side of the lobby, just past that kids check-in in the bell desk, is another brightly lit hallway with a number of different shops. You'll find gift shops down here. The one you might really want to pay attention to is the mountaineering shop or the outdoor shop. If you need some cold weather clothes or you need some better gear, you can pick some up here. Oh, if you really like the tea and you want to bring any of it home, you can pick it up in the Fairmont General Store. We got boxes of the Lot 35 Creamy Earl Grey tea, 20 tea bags. I don't know how much it costs. Oh, the coolest thing I thought in the general store was this glassware where, like, in the bottom of the glass, it's actually Lake Louise built into the glass. That's cool. And just further down that hallway, you'll find Lago, the Italian restaurant on property. And if you're looking to rent a car while you're here, you will also find an outpost of Hertz Rent-A-Car and also a desk for the Rocky Mountaineer. That's the, like, high-end train land cruise that'll take you from Vancouver all the way here to Banff. And if you want to get your photos taken, no problem. They've got a photography studio on property as well. And if you didn't bring enough reading material with you, you'll find the Mountain Lights bookstore, also home to Canadian arts and crafts. And another one of the boutiques sells leather-made products from the musk ox and bison. On the first floor, you will find the entrance to the fitness center. It is a small but well decked out area, and then it looks out onto these windows that look down on the swimming pool and the hot tub, which they currently have drained for maintenance. And then just above the lobby, and what kind of looks like the atrium, is actually this section they call the living room, open to hotel guests, that has like board games and a coffee machine, kind of like a concierge lounge, but like, look at this like old school Monopoly. Like, this is pretty cool. So also on the bottom level is Alpine Social. This is kind of the hotel's casual pub style restaurant. They are most well known for their burger with Alberta beef, but kind of another cool thing about coming to Fairmont as someone with kids is kids eat free at Fairmont's, and so the pasta bolognese, free for the Curious Princess. Pretty good deal. Down this way, you'll find Louisa. That's the breakfast restaurant, which has a pretty good breakfast. More about that when we get to the pros and cons section. There's another gift shop here, Goodies, and you know what they seem to specialize in? Maple syrup, oh so much, and even hand-scooped ice cream. And down here is also where you'll find the entrance to the Fairmont Spa. And they've also got a historic wall of the hotel from back in the ages. Here is a dinner menu from 1949 where the sirloin steak was $3.50. There are two options for parking. Of course, there's valet parking right in front of the hotel, but there's also a really big self-parking garage. I didn't find any problem finding any parking, and that's directly connected to that grand staircase in the lobby. Everything in this hotel is super grand, even the elevator lobbies. Just take a look at this mailbox right here for the Royal Canadian Mail. And the 7th floor is kind of like a hotel within a hotel concept here. Many Fairmonts do this, including this one, the Fairmont Gold floor. These rooms, they book differently. You book them as a Fairmont Gold room, and the rooms, A, being a little nicer, but B, get access to the Fairmont Gold Lounge, a special lounge on this floor just for people that are booked on this floor that provides breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, appetizers in between. A pretty great experience. We haven't stayed on the Fairmont Gold floor at this hotel, but we have at the Fairmont Whistler. All right, so now let's go ahead and head up to the 8th floor where our rooms are located. Now heading up to the guest room floors, they're all pretty nice looking. They make a lot of twists and turns, and so I think that's good for keeping noise down. And you will also find pop and ice on every floor, where there's a soda machine, bottled soda, $3.75 each, and ice. The staff will also be happy to bring ice to your room, and they bring it for turn down service already, but if you want more ice, here. Now that we've seen everything around the hotel, let's check out the inside of one of the rooms. This is room 859, a 2-bedroom lake view suite. As you come in the front door, the first door to the right is the first bedroom. This bedroom has 2 queen beds in it, and Princess is going to give it the jump test. How's the jump on there?
Good.
Good jump test. All right, as we look over this way, there's a little area that you can sit, have lunch, breakfast, dinner. The view over this way looks out at the side of a lake, and then some stuff that looks like it's under construction down below. So back in the room, in the closet, closets usually aren't that interesting, but you know what's really interesting about this closet? There is a kid-size robe. Because when we were booking the room, we said there's 4 adults and there's 1 4-year-old, and so they put a robe just her size. I think that's super amazing. Flat panel television. Down here, bananas that we brought ourselves. There is a nice refrigerator, not a mini bar that they're gonna nickel and dime you at. What's over here? This one's just for you to put your stuff in. Hey, she wants to see in there. And in these drawers, they are also empty. Okay, let's go check out the bathroom right here. Pretty big bathroom, toilet, sink, bathtub. And then just over this way is the walk-in shower. It's got a rain head, it's got handheld, and it's got Le Labo soaps, which are definitely our favorite soaps. Those soaps are in all of the bathrooms. So now coming out of that bedroom, this is the main hallway in the room. In the main hallway in the room, we have another bathroom. Let's take a look at this bathroom. Smaller bathroom, also got the Le Labo soaps on it, just a sink and a toilet. There is one big closet here in the middle of the room, which has all of our luggage in it so that the room still looks nice, and a 4-year-old child. Over here, this is really the most amazing part of the room. Why? Because of these windows. This is a lake view, center lake view. It's snowy today. We're here in May, and so it's still frozen over, but you can see Lake Louise off there in the distance. This sofa also turns into a bed. So this is a sofa bed. Yes, this is a nice tiara. The princess, she got this when she checked in, so she really likes it. There is a fireplace, if you take a look at over there, with the flat panel television up on the wall. And then what we have here, we have the coffee machine, teapot. There was already ice when we checked in. Bose radio. Down here are all of the common teas in the room. This is another fridge, which has some cream in it, and all the glasses and Nespresso accoutrements you might need, including little tiny spoons, perfect for a little tiny one. And then right here, we've got a snack table. So all these snacks were just here when we came in. Would you like a Skittle? No? Skittles? Yellow Skittle? We got pretzels, we got chips, we've got gummy bears, we've got licorice. I mean, this is like an impressive spread just as a welcome amenity. That's pretty awesome. All right, next I want to show you into the master bedroom. All right, so this is the master bedroom. This one has a king size bed on it, like nice headboard back here, lights on the side that just turn on for reading. How's the jumping on this bed too? Good, good. Flat panel television on the wall that angles in case you want to angle that over to your bed. The amazing walk-in closet. This is big. This closet even has a bench on it. You could sit in your closet. You know, I like to sit in my closet. That's what I'm gonna do. And I think it was interesting where they put the kid robe. They put it in the room with the 2 queen beds, which is absolutely where we'll be sleeping with this kid. So they know their people here. And then the big bathroom in the master bathroom, 2 sinks. We've got the Le Labo Rose 31 toilet, bathtub over here, and big shower, rain head, handheld. I'm tired now. This room's big. In addition to the bench in the closet, this shower also has a bench in it that you can sit down on. Is that cozy? Yeah. Oh, and I also forgot to point out earlier at the windows, they actually open so you can get some of that fresh mountain air into the room. Sweet. And the princess said we forgot one thing. Princess, show us what it is.
The chair.
What about the chair?
It can move.
Ooh. Now that we've seen everything around the hotel, if you watch my hotel reviews regularly, you'll know this is where I'm always joined by my traveling panda, Topher. He helps me review hotels. I'm Chris, he's Topher. Together we make Christopher, and we rate hotels on a scale of 1 to 5 Tophers. And so Topher, how many Tophers is the Fairmont Chateau Lake Louise going to get? What? It's gonna get what? It's gonna get how many? It's gonna get 5 Tophers! All right, so now let's talk about the pros and the cons of why this hotel got 5 Tophers. First, the location, absolutely amazing, and clearly I decided to come and do this review outside with this amazing view of Lake Louise in the back, because the fact that the hotel is right here in this remote place, but it's such a nice hotel, makes it even that much better. And so just being able to like wake up, open your windows, look out at this amazing lake, go for hikes around here, and not having to worry about the far transit that everybody else has to worry about who's not staying here, truly makes this place exceptional. 2, the staff, absolutely amazing, even starting from our check-in experience. So when we pulled up, you know, in front of the hotel, it's valet parking or self-parking, but they helped us with all of our luggage, put it in a cart, brought it to our room later, very polite about it, let us keep our car in front of the hotel to self-park it later. The people who helped us check in, because we had a 4-year-old with us, there was a kids check-in afterwards where like our daughter was able to like write her name and draw a picture in a book to check in, and then pick a toy out of a treasure chest. So that's a really neat touch. And then we were walked up by the staff to our room and shown around the whole room, all the things there, and just at the same time the luggage arrived to the room. So it was a very perfectly orchestrated arrival. The room itself, now I realize not everybody is going to be staying in a 2-bedroom Lakeview suite. Not the room we booked, in fact. We did book a 2-bedroom suite, but not the Lakeview one. They upgraded us to that suite, very nice of them. But really the rooms are like, they're just super nice. Everything is well maintained, fresh. It doesn't feel like this hotel is 100 years old. I mean, it has burned down a couple times since then, but like they do a really amazing job maintaining this hotel with everything just nice and sharp and crisp. I also love in the room that you could open the windows, you could get the fresh air from the lake into the room. But even if we didn't have the windows open, the heat worked well, the The air conditioner worked well. The breakfast that was included with our room rate at Louisa restaurant was really good. It was nice that there was like an order off the menu option and also a buffet. If you weren't getting included in your room rate, it's $42 a person, and then basically you can order one hot item off the menu, and then you can go and forage from the buffet, and then you get drinks included in that too. But all of the food that we had at the breakfast was really solid. The other restaurants around the property, pretty good too. We only ate at one of them, other than Louisa, which was Alpine Social. I had a burger there, which was quite tasty, and at Fairmont hotels, kids eat free, and so if you've got kids under 12, that's just a little extra perk. Although you're paying quite a bit of money for the room, so that's probably rolled in and factored into the price that you pay here also. And you know, there's also a good selection of shops inside the Fairmont. I mean, it really is made itself to be like this all-inclusive resort where if you need, you know, the standard things you'd find at a hotel gift shop, they're there, but if you need outdoor supplies like you're going hiking, you'll find those. If you need a 24-hour coffee shop, I mean, I don't know that's open 24 hours, but it seemed to be open pretty late, like pretty solid coffee shop. The living room above the lobby was pretty nice for all hours coffee, so they really feel like they've covered the bases for hotel guests here. Another pro is the really awesome afternoon tea. They have afternoon tea in the Fairview Bar and Lounge in kind of the early afternoon hours. It is pretty popular, and so if you do want to have afternoon tea there, you should definitely make a reservation ahead of time. It works out to be about 100 Canadian for adults and about 40 Canadian for kids. You get the kind of standard like 3-tier setup, the finger sandwiches, the desserts. It was a delightful service, a great view out on the lake from there, and probably one of the best afternoon teas we've had. Oh, one more pro that I just remembered as I was walking away from where I was just recording this is that it was also really neat that they loan hotel guests like hiking equipment, like because we were here and we were snowy, only I had ice cleats. OC Girl didn't, but no problem because the hotel concierge actually loaned us ice cleats. They'd loan us hiking poles, and so that's pretty neat that like you don't actually have to like go find or buy those supplies. They just like hand them out to hotel guests. Sweet. All right, so Chris, what are the cons? I mean, yes, every hotel, even if it gets 5 tovers, has some cons. What are the cons? The first one, maybe it feels a little bit stuffy, you know, and by that, like there are all these signs around the property that say like limited to hotel guests only. And when we were in the lobby, we asked somebody a question about what was upstairs in that living room area. And the person before answering our question asked if we were hotel guests. And it's like, well, we are, but like, why do you have to ask that as the question first? Why can't you just tell us the answer and say like, oh, it's a lounge for hotel guests, because there's someone up there to check your room key card anyway. So I didn't love that part of the property. I also didn't love the swimming pool setup, not that the fact that it wasn't working, which it wasn't while we were here, but also I wish there was like an outdoor option, because it seems like it'd be really neat to be in a heated outdoor pool and look out at Lake Louise. The good news is that big pile of construction over there that they're doing, they're going to build a new outdoor pool, and one of the older incarnations of the hotel actually had an outdoor pool that at some point they decided to tear down or put inside, so that will get rid of that con when that new construction is done in the next couple of years. Apparently it takes a long time to build things up here because the construction season really short. And what's the final con? Well, it's definitely got to be the price. I mean, this hotel is not cheap, and by not cheap, I mean it's really quite expensive. When we were here in May, the going rate for a kind of base room, king or 2 queen beds, was about 700 Canadian dollars. Now you're probably wondering how much we spent on our 2-bedroom suite, and this is like the freak deal, is we were actually able to find it for less than the price of 2 single rooms. So we were traveling with 5 people. We would have needed to be in 2 rooms. That would have been $1,400 Canadian. We were able to get this suite for $1,300 Canadian per night, which is still a lot of money, I know, but it is cheaper than 2 single rooms, which is why we ended up in that suite, and then through luck or good looks, I don't know, we got upgraded to the Lakeview one, which was super amazing. Another great way to score a sweet deal on this hotel, sweet deal, get it? See how I did that? Because I was showing you a suite, is to check out my new favorite hotel booking website, planin.com. They offer some really great insider rates on hotels, including the Fairmont Lake Louise, where I found rates up to 18% off. These rates are too good to show to the general public, so you do have to be signed in to see them. You can sign up in the link in my description below, and if you do book through it, I'll earn a small small commission, which really helps support the channel. Thank you very much, and I hope you get a good deal through it too. So now the question is, would we stay at this hotel again, and should you stay at this hotel? And the answer to the first question is we absolutely would stay here again. This is one of our favorite hotels in the world at this point that we've stayed at. From all the stuff I said in the pros, I can't gush about it enough, and so we absolutely would. The reason why you might not want to stay here is if you're not looking to do a lot of stuff right in the Lake Louise area. Like the Lake Louise village in town, super small, and you're kind of really constrained by the restaurants on property and the 5 restaurants that are in town, and everything else is really, really far away. So you stay here because you want to be amongst this and just be here and enjoy it. And I kind of liken it to a cruise. We recently took a Disney cruise from San Diego to Ensenada, and we spent probably a similar amount of money on that cruise as we did staying at this hotel for 3 nights. You know, a couple $1,000 US for the cruise down to Ensenada for a couple nights. $2,500 maybe US for this hotel, all said and done. And so we were like, which would we rather do better? Would we rather take the Disney cruise next, or would we rather come here again? We said, hey, for the similar price, we'd rather come to the Fairmont Chateau Lake Louise. It's just a nice, relaxing base. If you're also looking for a bargain or a really good deal, you probably won't find them here, but the best deals you're gonna find are gonna be in the shoulder season, which is April or May, or in the November timeframe. If you're coming in summer, June, July, August, then you better have some really deep pockets, because the rooms are triple the price of what we paid for them this week, which was May 15th, because I know people are gonna be asking me that question. All right, now if you're wondering how this hotel compares to some of the other Fairmonts, like the Fairmont Banff Springs, you know, we're gonna be staying there too, and so as soon as that hotel review is done, you can check it out right here. We also really enjoyed the Fairmont Whistler. You'll find our review of that right here. If your travels are bringing you to Banff, you'll find our Banff travel guide right here, and our full Canada travel playlist over in this corner. Links are also in the description below. As usual, I won't say goodbye because I'll see you in the next video.